titties. Around my titties. Tickle me just there. Oh, tickle me around my titties. Tickle around my titties. Tickle me just there. In it, brother. Oh, tickle me. Just tickle him around his titties. Around his titties. Tickle him right there. Tickle the boy around his titties. And stroke his titties. Tickle him right there. In it. Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Sunday Night Live. Live. We've done it, darlings. We've done another week. God, it's bloody freezing. It's howling a hoolie out there. It's a bloody good night to be tucked up safe and warm inside your house, cottage, bungalow, caravan, or wherever you are, hopefully safely and warmly tucked up. I am knackered. I'm knackered, darlings. I will bring the hedgehog of truth into play. You never know. Somebody might have a hedgehog of truth question. And over the space of the next hour, we are going to wave goodbye to the week and we're going to welcome in a new week, starting with a Monday, darlings. Monday, so good to me. Monday, it was all I hoped it would be. But Monday morning, you gave me no warning of what was to be, and so on and so forth. More on that story as it comes in. I would love to hear about your day. I would love to know what you've been eating, and I'd love to know how you're feeling about the week ahead. What are you looking forward to? What are you not looking forward to? I'd like to know if you had any dreams last night. And anything else you want to tell me, basically, you can send me voice notes on the usual number. The Hedgehog of Truth is available. You can ask me a Hedgehog of Truth question, or, and I can't guarantee that this will be accepted, but you can ask another community a Hedgehog of Truth question, and I will ask it on your behalf. But they are not honor bound to answer it. I will point that out. They have the option to plead the Fifth Amendment. I, however, don't have that option. I will answer you. Now then, let's see who we've got with us on this. Oh, and I hope you are all safe and warm and well. Now, here in the Peak District, we're where I am, it's kind of central in the country. And we've escaped the worst of storm, whatever it's called. But I know that it's been really, really bad in other areas. So I hope that you are safe, warm, and well wherever you are, darlings. That is my fervent hope. And I hope you have full stomachs, or you're about to have full stomachs. If a small libation is your thing, I hope you've had one or more of those. And I just hope you're all lovely and full of plumptiousness, basically. I'm going to have a sip of this. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Prost! Narok, if you are Moldavian. Cheers, bottoms up yours, etc. Get stuffed. I don't know why I keep saying that. uh, I need that to perk me up. It's been a somewhat difficult night, darlings. I was late getting in. I am shattered. God, what am I going to be like tomorrow? You know how dead I am on a Monday anyway. God almighty. I'm going to have to be super sensible tonight. And after the live stream, quick shower, get supper straight on. Don't open a seventh bottle of wine. Get my ass to bed. I'm looking forward to tomorrow though. Anyway, comments. And it is cold in here. I've tweaked the heating up. It was 18 degrees when I got in. Uh, it's feeling really chilly. Everything's got a bit of a chill to it. The table is cold. I've tweaked the heating up to no fewer than 20 of the king's degrees, darlings. I'll turn it down after the live stream, but I need to take the chill out of the air. It's yeah, it's a bit bleeding. Yeah, it is. It is, isn't it, mate? Yes, yes, it is. Thank you. You too. Oh, put it away. Oh, a slightly delayed winegasm, but very welcome nonetheless. Amy is with us, first cab off the rank tonight. Hey there, lovely community. Hope everyone is okay regarding Storm Ashley. Oh, Ashley, we're back to A. Hope Boaty had a safe journey back from work. I did, thank you, my lovely. Beware of debris flying around. There is a lot of debris flying around. It was surreal at times tonight. I've done nothing but drive tonight, darlings. The restaurant was virtually deserted, but takeaways were crazy. Maybe it was the weather. Everybody just wanted to stay at home. I've been all over the place like a mad woman's drawers. Matron is with us evening all, unusually quiet in here so far. Pocahontas 100 is here. Hello, Boaty and all in chat. Hope everyone is well. Peter P is with us. Good evening, honourable community. Emma says lunchtime wore all of lunchtime wore us all out, sis. Yeah. Thank you to everybody who joined me for Sunday Lunch Live. I enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting to. It did good numbers, and it's going to be a thing. I think it's going to be a thing. Good evening, all goes on, Emma. I actually dozed off for a bit, but then woke up. We'll see if I can stay awake. Bad Books is here. Good evening, all. Steve Colg is right in our midst. The lovely Chaz Brown, Stratuspherian, they're all with us and they're all saying hello. Skick is here and he watched the brunch video today and really enjoyed it. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, you've been, God, you've really had to suffer today, haven't you? You've had Sunday Lunch Live. That was 2 3/4 hours. Then you had yesterday's brunch video, and now you've got this. I can only apologise for inundating you with my absolute nonsense. What makes you a people person, goes on Skick, is doing live streams, working in a restaurant, doing live acts, etc. Oh, sorry. What makes you a people person, i.e., doing live streams, working in a restaurant, doing live acts, etc.? Oh, oh. Amazingly, I don't think I lost the internet then. Right, obviously, storms are raging, stuff is going on. There's a noise not happening. Has the fridge not turned back on? Oh no, it is on. Is this one on? Right, if I disappear suddenly, darlings, you know that the power has just gone again because I don't have I don't have any data on this. There's not even a SIM card in the phone. Oh, there might be, but it's not a SIM card that has any data on it. So if the power goes, then the live stream will just disappear. Just so you know, it's I don't know if you can hear it. The wind it's howling out there, and it's howling down the Chimblies, darlings. Oh, what makes me a people person was the question Skick asked, and I don't know if I am. I don't think the singing had anything to do with being a people person, because quite honestly, at the time when I was singing, I don't think I was a people person. I think I was quite the opposite. I think I was a narcissistic, self obsessed, arrogant bastard. Um, I sang because, God, if I'm honest, well, I'm competitive. If I do something, then I want to be really, really successful at it. Part of me being competitive is I want to beat other people. And part of me being competitive is even if there's nobody else there to beat, I want to be really, really good at it. So when I started singing, and remember it happened by accident, then my mindset meant that I wanted it to be really successful. It wasn't to do with being a people person or giving them pleasure. Nothing to do with that at all, if I'm honest. I was just a massive show off. I wanted to be the centre of attention, and I wanted to earn a shed load of money from doing it. I think. I don't think I was a people, but well, no, that I'm probably being a bit unfair to myself. I've always been a bit of a people person. It's just I used to have another slightly ruthless side as well. You know, if I think about it, okay, so, yeah, I have always been. I've always had that element to me. It's just become more prevalent the older I've got. Why am I like that? Um, well, thinking about it, trying to give you an honest answer. My mother, um, she would have, she would have very much led by example there. Yeah, she would have very much led by example. So yeah, that would be down to mum and my mum's influence. And then later in life, probably after my divorce, that was when I got a wake up call, and I went from living a privileged kind of elite existence to overnight um, kind of crashing and burning. And I suddenly discovered what life was like for other people. Uh, and I, through circumstances, I mixed with people that I'd never mixed with before. And I just got a bit of an eye opener. And I lost a lot of. I just completely changed after the divorce. I was no longer motivated by money or success. Um, I got a taste of what really made me happy. I realized that I'd kind of been doing things wrong up until then. And I just started giving a lot more of a shit about other people. I would never have done live streams like this when I was younger. And but now I wouldn't not do them if you know what I mean. Yeah, so ever since the divorce, combination of factors, then other people are more important than me. That's the way I think about it. Um, and yeah, that's true in the restaurant. It's true with the community stuff. But I assure you, it hasn't always been true. I used to be a ruthless in part, I used to be ruthless, certainly in business. I used to be arrogant. Well, I still am arrogant. I used to be self centered and I used to be narcissistic. I probably still am all of those things. I don't believe in absolutes when it comes to stuff like that. I believe that they are spectrums. And as a lot of people do, as I've got older, I've moved along these various spectrums, and I'm in and I think that's a natural thing. I think it's a human thing. I think that happens, and I'm just in a different place now than I was when I was younger. I think I'm a better person for it, but I don't think that makes me stand out. I think that that is a general thing. I think it's normal to be quite self-obsessed when you're younger, and as you get older, I think the things that happen in life teach you to be a little less so and to move along the spectrum. Doesn't happen to everybody. Some people stay selfish all of their lives, but you know, um, things like having children, having animals, learning that often in life you have to put other people in front of yourself, and then learning about other people's misfortune and learning about how lucky you are even when you don't think you're lucky. I feel a lot luckier now than I did when I was rich and totally living the high life. And the reason I think I'm luckier now is because I'm happy in myself. I don't have a nagging feeling of guilt over what I'm doing, and I realize that I'm blessed. I've got amazing friendships. I've got, please God, touch wood, I've got my health, and I've got the things that matter. I've got a roof over my head, just. It's a struggle to keep it. I put good food into my belly, but above all, I've got the warmth of humanity and friendship. I'm blessed. I've got people who genuinely give a shit about me, and that's an amazing thing. So yeah, you just learn how to be thankful for stuff, I suppose. Right, we've got voice messages and all sorts. Right, we got some videos. You won't see the videos necessarily, but you can hear the voice. It's a voice you'll recognize.
There's me dinner. There's me dinner, sir. Here's the gravy.
Oh, it's Mr. Paddy's
There's
dinner.
the old gravy on me dinner.
Gravy is being applied.
Look at that, sir. Very nice, done it, sir. Just as not quite as nice as yours, sir, but it looks rather nice. No problem, sir. Look forward to tonight's live, and I'll see you later.
See you later, sir. Thank you. Oh, that's Mr. Paddy's dinner there. Some sort of, I didn't hear what meat it was. Roast potatoes, carrots, peas, and gravy. What's this now? Oh, it's something in a saucepan. Oh, what's that? Not sure what that is. Maybe he'll tell us. Oh, look at that.
There's the carrots and there's the peas, sir.
Oh, there were the carrots and the peas. There we are.
As you can see.
Yeah, we are watching a couple of saucepans with carrots and peas in them, simmering away. Oh, those are the roast potatoes, I believe. Yeah. Oh, now forgive me if I'm wrong, Mister. Are they frozen roasties? If not, then you've shaped them very well by hand. Oh, there we are. That was that one. Then a picture, and then we have got some voice notes somewhere. Here we go. Here we go.
This evening we have Mr. Reverend Jason, better known as Boaty's World on YouTube. He's on for round 2 after his cooking his dinner this afternoon. He did a live. Over now for Mr. Paulson, Mr. Parry from Paulson Lights on the Wirral, Leisure Peninsula. I'd like to wish Mrs. Titties a wonderful evening, the captain, and also the matron, better known as Tracy. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, sir.
Thank you.
Also, what you see in that picture, I forgot to take a picture of my ice cream, sir. A posh toffee ice cream, toffee fudge one.
That, darlings, was Mr. Stephen Parry, very clearly living his best life, and fair play to him, I say. Fair play to him indeed. Now, where did I get to in the old comments? We got to there, didn't we? Mark on motor. Oh, Mr. Tickle is with us. Good evening, everyone. Boaty, you will set me off with that yawning as I'm still recovering from a 15-hour shift. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. What do One Direction want for Christmas? Cold Cheryl. No idea. No idea. And Steeko goes on, these One Direction jokes are getting a pain. I loved watching Boaty's roast live, says Chaz Brown, a double dose of Boaty today. Oh, did you really? Oh, that's nice. I wondered whether anybody would be remotely interested. I wasn't sure how good an idea it was. I loved it in theory. I loved the idea of spending, because Sundays used to be so important to me. My favourite day of the week, and I loved I loved cooking, having a drink amongst family, friends, eating. And I thought, why not do that as a live? It would be a way to get that enjoyment back into your life. But I honestly wasn't sure whether it would work. And I must admit, I loved it. I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm really grateful to all of you for your company and your comments. And as I say, more people watch that than watch in the evening. So that's nice as well. And it's really lovely to hear that people enjoyed it. I thought it was maybe a bit silly, me, you know, cooking a bit of lunch and sitting and gobbling it down and expecting people to watch that. But no, I genuinely really enjoyed it, and I would love to keep going with it. Think of some ways to keep it fresh. Think of some ways to keep it more inclusive and interactive. I mean, Emma was kind of cooking along, so uh, that was quite cool. But you know, maybe we could have, you know, if you're making lunch at the same time, bang in some voice notes, or you know, maybe we could do it as a joint live one day, and any of you who are also cooking or eating a bit of lunch, you could come on with me and we'll do it jointly. That would be fun, wouldn't it? That would really make it into a community thing. I'm getting thunder, says Steacock. Chaz Brown says, somebody throw Boaty 50p for the meter. Oh, ghosted, says Emma. Please don't send the hedgehog up on the roof to mend the antennae. I wouldn't dream of it. Tell Mustard to pedal faster. What was the journey home like, Boaty? Asked Lord Stiff Upper Lip. It was a bit surreal. The trees, given the wind, the trees have dropped a lot more of their leaves than they normally would. Um, Branches have come down as well with the wind, but then the wind has been whipping everything up. And it was like driving through a maelstrom at times. It was the same last night. It's like you're driving through a tunnel where leaves are like floor to ceiling whirling about. And there's occasional clunks as a bit of branch falls off or is blown off a tree and hits part of your car. It was okay. It was fine. It was, you know, it was absolutely fine, but it was quite enjoyable. I like being in the majesty of nature. There's an excitement to being in a storm or in a massive wind or in a torrential rainstorm. You know, seeing nature at its peak, even when it's being somewhat destructive, is can be awesome, and that's using awesome in the true sense of the word, that that it connotes awe to you, rather than awesome in the American way with, "Hey, you got new socks? That's totally awesome! Wow, they've got a pattern on them. Awesome!" I don't mean that. I mean the genuine, true sense of the word awesome. I'll just hang my car keys up because they should be hung up, really. I apologise to whoever told me to do the pots before I went to work. I kind of didn't. They're still there. Supper will be staff curry, by the way. Oh, and for anybody who didn't watch live and would like to have the opportunity of a community snap with me, I had roast beef, roast shallot with its little tinkle poking out, green beans, um, roast potatoes. Um, oh, the potatoes were nice. Yorkshire pudding. Oh, Yorkshire puddings, gravy. Oh, and lovely hot. Oh, and it was so good. It was so good. That was the only bit of the live stream I felt bad about. I just wanted to concentrate on that food. It was, oh, what a amazing lunch. And we costed it out as well, didn't we? Why anybody would go to a carvery is absolutely beyond me. When you could pay a third and have a 30 times better meal. Honestly, it was so good. Brunch yesterday was really good as well. As I say, you learn to be grateful for things. And I might be over my overdraft limit at the bank, and my car insurance might have bounced. They're writing to me about that. That could be a problem. Um, but God knows I eat like a king. And lunch today was an absolute joy. Ah, where did I get to? Yeah. Hello, all you. Hello, all you lovely, says Jimmy at 500. Spent the morning cleaning a brake disc, and then I saw some chap cooking a lunch. Oh, well, thank you for joining in. Diane Sturdy is with us. Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're all well. Nothing wrong with being competitive, Boaty, if it drives you to give your best, says Mr. Tickle. Those pings will be Mr. Paddy. They were indeed the Leisure Peninsula, says Chaz Brown. Ghosts in the cottage, I see, says Jimmy F. Diane says, Jimmy, my gas hob is clicking at the moment. Is that ghosts? On the road, you must be tough and ruthless. And I can't sing the next line because Peter P, you've tried to trick me there. You know I can't sing the next line to that because you lot will just beast me again. I took a right beasting. Showing off his meat and veg. Oh, snap for dinner, says Diane. Lamb for me, lamb for number one son. Corn roast for me. Roast potatoes, parsnips, and carrots with honey. Asparagus, sprouts, and broccoli with, of course, proper gravy. I cheated today. I owned up to it. I often do when I'm on my own. I cheat. I used the good Bisto gravy. I didn't make my own. And I used shop bought Yorkshire puddings, not the cheap ones. They're really good ones. And they were very nice indeed, but they're a bit of a cheat. But uh, and I say this very often. Some people are kind enough to say, "Oh, you're a good cook." I'm not. I'm not a cook at all, good or otherwise. Um, I'm no use at all in the kitchen, really. And I do believe in cheating when it's appropriate. If I can, or if you, any of us, if one can buy something um, and it's the same price or cheaper and as good as you can make yourself, buy it. Don't get don't give yourself the hassle. Don't give yourself the hassle. Now, shop bought Yorkshire puddings, right? I paid £1.60 for the good, fresh Sainsbury's ones. There were the little ones. I had three of them because I'm a greedy guts. And they were £1.60. So I had 80p's worth of Yorkshire pudding. But, nice and easy. I bought them fresh, chucked them in the freezer. You know how it works. You chuck them in the oven. And could I make better myself? Yeah, quite honestly, yeah, a little bit better. Um, could I make them cheaper? No, because if I make them properly, then I have to invest in this, that, and the other. To make a really decent Yorkshire pudding, you've got to use bacon, bacon fat, bacon dripping, and it all gets a bit expensive. Now, if I'm entertaining, then I will make Yorkshire puddings. Um, but on my own, just buy the buggers. It's easier. Same deal with gravy. Now, if you're talking about those awful gravy granules that are all salt and whatnot, then yeah, I mean, don't touch that with a barge pole, obviously. But yeah, if again, if I'm entertaining, I'm going to make gravy from scratch. If it's just me, then there's a perfectly good cheat available. The Bisto Best Stuff is a really good base gravy. So, you know, if it's just you, use that. I mean, I went through a phase where I made when I made a batch of gravy when I was newly divorced and whatnot, and just cooking for myself. Then I would make a batch of gravy and I would portion freeze it like I do other things. But now I don't bother because also I've got time constraints now. On a Sunday, then I'm knackered. I don't usually get up early. I did get up early today and I'm paying the price for it now. And I'll pay the price even more tomorrow. And I've got to be at work quite early. So it doesn't leave much for time. So I don't bother batch cooking the gravy. I just use the Bisto Best Stuff. It's a perfectly decent base and just add don't use it just as it is from the bloody jar. Just add a bit of something in. So make your base gravy and then just swirl it round the roasting tin, season it a bit, chuck in a bit of. What I like to do is get your roast. Now, I did this last week. I didn't do it today because I didn't cook the beef today. I did the joint of beef yesterday and I got 3 weeks out of it. Today was week number 2. I've got one portion left in the freezer. Last week, when I made it, when I actually made the roast, then the roasting tin, I call it a tin, it's not made of tin, it's made of glass or Pyrex or whatever it is. But you know what I mean, the roasting tray, probably a better word. That had all the good stuff in it. The remnants of the shallot, the bits of the nice crispy bits of the roast potato, the beef juice, all of that. So the week before, I turned my little countertop oven up to the max. I got the bacon roasting tray nice and hot. Shoved some white wine in there, deglazed the pan with the white wine, reduced the white wine, put the old Bisto gravy in there, and I chucked in. I can't remember what I chucked in, but I chucked a couple of bits of pieces into it, and it was a really, really good gravy. Um, was it as good as I could make if I had endless time? I could probably have done a bit better. Was it pretty much as good? Yeah, it was. And was it easy and convenient? Absolutely, it was. And I was short of time. So don't be afraid to cheat. But there are some cheats that are beyond the pale. So when it comes to, you can join in with this, by the way, Sunday roast cheats. What is an acceptable cheat and what isn't? So I've given you two. I've given you the gravy and the Yorkshire puddings. Yorkshire puddings, just if you're going to cheat and buy Yorkshire puddings, buy good ones. Don't buy the frozen ones. Don't buy those awful cheap economy ones. Get nice fresh ones from the fresh section that have been properly made, and they'll be absolutely grand. You can freeze them still. Just buy the fresh ones, not the frozen ones. Freeze them yourself. They are better. Trust me, I've tried. Another cheat that I do, and I swear by this, and if you lot were coming round for dinner and I was entertaining, this is a cheat that I do for guests. Stuffing. I've made my own stuffing. It's a right old faff. I've told you this before. Um, if you want amazing stuffing, buy stuffing, whatever you want to buy, supermarket own brand, Paxo, buy one of the posher ones if you want. But do you know what I mean? The dry stuffing that you mix with boiling water and you make your stuffing that way. But so buy that stuff, but instead of making it with just the boiling water, use 50% boiling water, 25% wine, white wine, 25% stock. And the stock, vary the stock depending on the roast that you're doing. And make the stuffing with that. Do whatever you want to do with it. Stuff the bird or shape it into balls or just bang it in its own tray. And then put a knob of butter on top of it, season the butter, and I promise you that stuffing will be amazing, absolutely amazing. That's a really, really worthwhile cheat. Cheats that aren't worthwhile. Any kind of frozen or ready-made roast potatoes, don't do it. Not worth it. It's not difficult to roast a potato, darlings. Just take your potato, peel it, cleft it in twain or however many parts you want to cleft it, parboil it until it's just beginning to fall apart. There are cracks and fissures. It's fluffy at the edges. Drain it, bash it around the pan a bit to rough up the edges a bit more. Bang it in your roasting tray. Drizzle it with whatever oil you're using. Season it. Mine today, I got my potatoes pretty much just right, I think. You can be the judge when you watch the live stream. Yeah, they were just about right when they went into the roasting tin. I seasoned them with really good Himalayan salt, what's it called? Terry, cherry, whatever it's called, black pepper, freshly ground. And I also seasoned them with a selection of Gozitan herbs. Um, and Yeah, and just I didn't even use olive oil today. I usually use olive oil. I used veg oil today for some reason, and they were absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, don't use frozen or pre-prepared roast potatoes. Do your own. That's something that is always worthwhile. And the other thing I'd say is I know everybody says that, oh, frozen vegetables are as good or better than fresh. Um, they're frozen so quickly that they retain more of the nutrients than you would get if you use fresh veg. Use fresh veg. Get it if you can get it from your garden or a friend's garden or allotment, great. Get it from your greengrocer. Use fresh veg. It's just better. Whatever anybody says. I don't care what statistic. Oh, honestly, a fresh vegetable is just always better than something that comes out of a packet out of your freezer. But anyway, that's probably enough about talking about all of that sort of thing, isn't it? Um, well, oh, that's right. We were talking about Diane's lunch, weren't we? Well, no, it was dinner for Diane. I think you said you were going to serve it at about 8 o'clock, Diane. Is that right? Um, Exploring with Ben and Sam is with us. Yep, my gaydar went off and Boaty was live. Amazing how that works. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh dear. Uh, I don't mind going down that road again. Sing if you're glad to be gay. Sing if you're happy that way. Hey, sing if you're glad to be gay. Sing if you're happy that way. Well, exploring with Ben and Sam. Maybe you're right and I'm wrong. So, as I understand that your bread is buttered on that particular side, and if I may be so bold as to ask, tell me, how did you know that you were gay? What was it that told you? Did other people come along and tell you and say, "Hey, I don't know if you realised, but guess what? You're gay," and you sort of went, "Oh gosh, am I? Right, I will just immediately change all of my lifestyle choices." Or was there something inside that told you? Let me know. Let me know if I'm missing out on some signals. I would have no objection to being gay, darlings. No objection whatsoever. Well, I mean, I would have a very real objection if I had to be actively gay, because I don't. There are certain aspects of being gay that I'm pretty damn sure I wouldn't enjoy very much. So sure, in fact, that I wouldn't even go there voluntarily. I mean, if I was in prison, I might not have any choice about it, but you know what I mean. But in theory, I would have no problem whatsoever with being gay. I am no longer, I was once, but I'm no longer a macho alpha male type. Um, I've certainly got no sociological, moral, logical, or religious objection to people being gay. Quite the opposite. Neither do I have any problem with gay people. Generally speaking, I don't like to generalize, but generally speaking, if the probability is that if I socialized with a gay chap and I socialized with a straight chap, the chances are, according to my experience, I'd probably enjoy socializing with the gay chap more than the straight chap, because they wouldn't be all alpha male and all of that sort of nonsense and all show offy and all. I grew out of that. So I would be very happy to be theoretically gay. Actively gay, no. But theoretically gay, no problem whatsoever. So, tell me what the signs are, and I will examine my own psyche here, live on camera. Emma says, "Diane, were you the lady I met on a train in August?" And Diane says, "Emma, no, but it would have been fun." Hello, and Exploring with Ben and Sam goes on to say, "Hello, Jimmy F 500 is having a giggle at Stephen Parry, calling Emma Mrs. Titties. Hello, Sean is here. Sean, the lovely Sean James Cameron. And God, we've got to wait until, was it Tuesday the next video's out? That's forever. And I've been given a glimpse into the future. I've been given a glimpse into Tuesday's video, and I can't wait. I was just about to head to bed, says Sean, when I remembered you were on. So here I am. Oh God, I'm dunking my brown bread in my mint sauce and gravy. I was going to say, I hope that's not a euphemism, Sean, but I preferred it was a bloody euphemism, to be honest. Did you enjoy your sausage roast? Poor old Sean, his Waitrose let him down, and his chicken didn't arrive, so he had to make do and mend with a jump up the larder door. and have a sausage roast. I quite enjoy a sausage roast, to be fair. When I have to have sausages, because I can't afford any real meat, I have them as if they were beef with Yorkshire puddings and horseradish, and I find them perfectly acceptable. I need to stop drinking, says Exploring with Ben and Sam. Getting buzzed and have to go to the what? The Corn concert with Sam in a couple of hours. A Corn concert. I imagine that's some kind of popular music combo. Genuinely not a clue. Never heard of them. Andrew Buttigieg is with us and says a very good evening, Boaty and everyone, and a very good evening to you. Jimmy F says, would they watch the lunchtime live stream during the week though? Well, they probably wouldn't, Jimmy F. They'd probably be at work or asleep, depending on where they were in the world. But then I'm not doing them during the week, am I? I'm doing them on a Sunday. So hopefully that will work out okay. Majesty of Nature says, Exploring with Ben and Sam, clothed or naked? I would be open to either. I have enjoyed the majesty of nature while naked. I've enjoyed the majesty of the ocean while naked with a naked lady, and then we enjoyed it together on the beach on many, many occasions. I have danced naked in the rain because I'm a child of the 80s, and I remember the Black Pearl song, Take Me Dancing Naked in the Rain. So, you know, you're going to try that once or twice, aren't you? And in fact, if you're in a summer rainstorm, I would rather be naked than clothed, unless I was in a public place where other people could see me. Just in case I'm not conscious by the end of this, says Mr. Tickle of Mark on Motoring fame, I'd like to say thank you to whoever in the community has been gifting me channel memberships for Boaty's World and Hooked on Classics. Oh, that's nice of you to say so. It's nice for me to experience the membership benefits whilst knowing our community channels are being supported. I keep saying it, Mark, that's exactly why I love it so much when people do that, because it's like a double-edged sword. It's supporting the channel, but it's also potentially helping a community member to enjoy the benefits who might not be able to justify or afford it otherwise. So I'm always exceedingly grateful when somebody does a membership gift. Diane says, I have batch cooked the veg, lamb, and corn for meals in the week. Good for you. I haven't. I just made for today. I've got one portion of beef left for next Sunday, and then it'll be time to cook another joint. The beef was superb, and I did show it to you the night before I cooked it, which is like a week and a few days ago now. But the beef joint I use is Sainsbury's, and it's the extra lean mini beef roasting joint. They're £6. There's no fat on them, so you need to be careful. Don't overcook them. But for £6, I think they're tremendous value. I would recommend that you. I would recommend that you. First of all, I would recommend that you ignore the cooking instructions because they always get it wrong. They tend to be a really nice piece of beef. So when you come to cook them, and I'll show you this on a live stream a week on Sunday, get them out of the fridge well in advance. Make sure they're at room temperature, unwrapped. Don't ever cook meat straight from the fridge, darlings. It's if you want to ruin your meat, that's the way to do it. So make sure it's at room temperature, nice, relaxed. Then heat up your roasting tray but don't put any oil or anything in it. Just heat it up, bare, naked, in oven. Take your beef joint and massage it. Now, you can use a variety of things. You can massage it with olive oil. You could probably massage it with vegetable oil if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend that. Or, and this is fabulous, I often do this, make your own horseradish butter. Get some good butter and some really good horseradish, mix it together, and then use your hands, don't be afraid, massage it all round and over and into the beef, season the beef, and then take your hot roasting tray out of oven and just seal the beef on all sides. Just give it a couple of seconds on each side in the hot pan, get the heat down, put it in there, and cook your beef, cook it rare, darlings. Rare, medium rare at a push. And again, ignore the timings on the packet. They lie to you. Don't use sight. People say that you can tell by the pinpricking of the blood what stage of the cooking process it is. That is not exact. The only way to properly assess your beef is by touch, it's by feel. I've shown you this a million times, I'll do it again. Take your hand like that. Take your thumb, right, leave your thumb there, actually. Feel that part there. If your beef feels like that, it's raw. If it feels like that, if it's like that, it's rare, not raw. If it feels like that, medium rare. If it feels like that, medium well, overcooked, throw it away. That's the only way to do it. Cook it rare to medium rare. And this 6 pound joint, if cooked like that, and then above all, be sure to rest it. Rest it for a good 30 minutes. Resting, if you don't know, means leaving it somewhere, not cooking, but warm. So just put it, I don't know, put it on the side or somewhere near a heat source so that it hasn't got direct heat, but it's at or slightly over room temperature, and leave it to rest. Don't ever carve it before it's rested. If you Because if you've cooked it properly and it's rare or medium rare, then it will just leak its juice all over whatever it's on, and it will become dry. But if you do all of that properly, then this 6 pound joint of beef will give 3 or 4 amazing portions of beef uh, that are genuinely as good as the best fillet steak that you will ever taste. My beef was so tender that I could cut it with a fork and it almost melted in your mouth. It was amazing. So trust me on that. Get one of those joints, do that with it, and you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. And it will cost you the same as buying one of those ghastly frozen beef slices and gravy things that economy supermarkets used to sell. I knew somebody who bought one of those ones, and I don't speak to them now. And there is zero waste, zero fat on it, zero waste. Every last morsel can be eaten. I thoroughly recommend it. Uh, Oh, and right, the Majesty of Nature, naked or dressed, became a hedgehog of truth question, but I did answer you honestly. I've experienced both, and I enjoyed both. Uh, oh, and then we had Mark, didn't we? And yes, that's right. And then we had that. Ian Hully is with us. Evening to one and all. A bit late, but never late. Better late than never, indeed. Simone is with us and says, Boaty and hello all. Matron had a roast at the local pub today, and it was terrible. They overcooked the beef, they always do. So I could have used it as a new shoe sole. The entire meal was almost cold, and the gravy had garlic powder in it. Matron, eat at home. This is what I keep saying. Right. When it comes to something like a Sunday dinner, simple rule, right? If you're going to eat out, go to somewhere that's going to cook it better than you. And that means going to somewhere with a Michelin star, because anybody can cook a near Michelin star Sunday roast. You don't need any talent, you just need attention to detail, a bit of patience, and a bit of effort. If you want to get better than you can cook at home, or your mother used to cook, or your grandmother used to cook, or your wife can cook, you're going to have to go somewhere with a Michelin star, so that there's some genius in the kitchen who can do something that you cannot. Right? If you go to your local pub or a carvery, or even a gastro pub, then is there a genius in the kitchen? Is there art? There's a spotty 17-year-old on some kind of youth employment scheme, and he's just cooking the arse out of something or boiling something in a bag. So, Sunday lunch, Michelin star restaurant, and then you'll probably be a little bit hungry afterwards. Or cook at home. Cook at home, darlings. And invite people to your home, or you go to other people's home who invite you. It's so much better. Don't go to a local pub or a carvery for Sunday lunch. They're always crap. Honestly, they're always crap. I have had innumerable Sunday lunches at various establishments. The only Sunday lunch that I can put my hand on my heart and say was better than I make myself, there was only one, and it was at Fisher's of Baslow Hall. Michelin starred, and I think I got married on a Sunday, and for the wedding breakfast, as they call it, we had a Sunday roast. And fair play to Max Fisher, the chef patron at Fisher's, and that's Fisher's with a CH, German. Don't mention the war. It was amazing, and it was better than I could do. But that's the only one. Every other one has been a disappointment. So don't do it. Don't make yourself suffer. Cook it at home and do it well, and enjoy your home environment. Enjoy a really good bottle of wine. Because if you go to a pub, darlings, and you spend 20 quid on a bottle of wine, you're going to get a bottle of wine that's actually worth about £3.80. Don't do it. Cook at home. Go and spend £20 on a bottle of wine, but go and spend £20 on a bottle of wine from somewhere that sells really good wine. For 20 quid, you could get, if you were careful, you could get a Puy Fumé. You could certainly get a really good Premier Cru Chablis. So spend 20 quid, have an amazing, memorable bottle of wine, a real life event, and have amazing food cooked at home, and relax in your own surroundings with your own friends and your own family. That's the way forward. Don't be going to your local pub. Everyone, says Mr. Tickle, don't forget to hit the like button for tonight's shenanigans. Nothing wrong with Bisto, lovely, says Diane. I agree. It's the good one is an acceptable cheat in my book, especially if you bugger about with it a bit and just improve it a little bit. All of these cheats can be, like I've been saying, you can improve them by adding your own little tweaks. God, I'm going off on one now. I didn't think I was going to get through this hour, and now I feel as if I could bang on about this until 4 o'clock in the morning. I daren't. I've got a big old day tomorrow. I've got to wake up. I've got to get out of bed. Those are going to be the two big challenges to begin with. I've got to do it reasonably early. I've got to go and appease the vengeful gods of the overdraft because my bank are very disappointed with me. Um, I'm over my overdraft limit again. Um, and this isn't fair, right? I'm old school. I'm a dinosaur, right? In my day, nothing happened with banks over the weekend. So if you made it to 5 o'clock on Friday night and you weren't over your overdraft limit, you were safe until Monday morning. Not anymore. Not anymore. What was it went out of my bank today? Oh, yeah, I remember what it was. Uh, and it went out on a Sunday. That shouldn't happen. And I got hassled by my bank on a Sunday. I got the text message of doom. Dear Fatty, you've done it again. You haven't got enough money in your account. You're over your pissing overdraft limit again. We're going to charge you £50 million for being a twat. And get your ass into the post office Monday morning and sort it out, lard ass. Who needs that on a Sunday? It's not fair. They should leave you alone at weekends. Who was, oh, Diane, God bless you. God bless you. Oh, the lovely Diane has just sent a super sticker. And, oh, bless you. Thank you. I'm really grateful for that. Boaty, says Chaz Brown, can we have a one-off Halloween bedtime story and then another one-off for Christmas Eve? Yes. Yes, you can. I like that idea. I like that idea. I will find or write a suitable one. Right, okay. I will do this. I'll screenshot that. Somebody remind me a little bit nearer the time, and I will do that. But a warning, right? If you see a live stream or a video with Boaty's bedtime story as the title, if you are easily offended, or even if you are not easily offended but capable of being offended, don't watch it, because I assure you, if you watch it, you will be offended. I've only done 2 bedtime stories, and people are still seeking treatment to try and recover from them. So just be warned. Please be warned. But yeah, I'll do that. That is a good idea. I'm loving this. Oh, and I was talking about tomorrow, wasn't I? Yeah, I've got to get up. I've got to go and appease the vengeful god to the overdraft. I've got a telephone meeting with the solicitor at some time. Can't remember when. I need to check that. It'll be when I'm on my way to the yard. Then I'm off to the yard. We're going to try and finally get the alloy wheels put on Janet Jackson. And then we're going to do our second restaurant review. And I'm really excited about that. But I'm going to be hanging out of my arse. I'm going to be dying. Not literally, hopefully. And then get back home, and then it's another big live stream tomorrow night. And I will almost certainly, I was going to say I'll probably be clinically dead by the end of the live stream, but that's not how it goes, is it? You know what I'm going to be by the end of the live stream? I'm going to be so tired that even though I haven't had much to drink, I'm going to be absolutely arseholed. And possibly half naked. I'll try to avoid that. Or I'll propose to somebody. Oh no, I can't propose. I've still got a fiance at the moment, haven't I? So proposals are out of bounds. Oh, look at the time. It's gone midnight. Right, darlings. Right, I really do have to be sensible. I'm loving this. I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. But I've made you lot suffer enough, haven't I? God, you've had so much to deal with today. And I do need to be half sensible. Right, I'll have a sip. Start saying some good nights, because I am going to bugger off. I'll have a last little puff, and then I'm going to plow through the comments ruthlessly and remorselessly. And then I'm going to have a shower, get into my night attire, get my curry sorted, and finally hit the sack. But good idea, Chas Brown. I will do that. Are we talking about food or hookers? Says Exploring with Ben and Sam. I'm happy to talk about either. And like Frank Sinatra, I would be happy to combine the two. Sinatra's favourite breakfast was, and this is on record, scrambled eggs eaten off a hooker's breasts. I wouldn't mind trying that. Um, you don't reheat the beef, for my information, says Jimmy at 500. No, I don't. No, I just I defrost it overnight in the refrigerator, and then I just allow it to come to room temperature. When I first started freezing beef, I did reheat it, and it just made it tough. There's absolutely no need to reheat it at all. You could warm it in some gravy if you wanted to, but I serve beef at room temperature anyway, because if I cook a joint of beef, then by the time it's properly rested, and to rest beef, you need to rest it for as long as it cooked for. So, in reality, even if the beef is freshly cooked, you're going to be serving it at room temperature. It'll become a little warmer when the gravy is poured on it or it's combined with the other foods that are hot, but the beef itself is going to be room temperature. So, if it's your own beef that you've frozen, then just let it come to room temperature and eat it, and it'll be fine. I promise you. So, no, I didn't reheat it in any way, shape, or form. Steve Cole keeps losing connection. Bacon, says Exploring with Ben and Sam. I forgot which one you are. You said you were going to a corn concert with Sam, so I'm guessing you're Ben. Can I just call you Ben? Yes, sir. Make a nice roux. You missed the accent off the E. What is in Yorkshire pudding? Asked Jimmy F500. Well, it's just a batter pudding. So you just make a batter with your eggs and your flour and your salt and whatever else you want to put in there. You grease a tray with bacon dripping. You bang it in. You make sure that the oven is hot and you keep the door closed. And boom, you got Yorkshire spuds. Uh, Hedgehog of Truth, where did Boaty touch you? Everywhere. Sorry, that just made me laugh. Uh, don't cheat on a very vengeful partner, is Andrew's advice. I'd agree with that. Red wine in my gravy with the garlic and lamb juices, says Diane. Stinky breath now. No problem with Bisto gravy. Um, Ben says, cheat day in the US, 12 to 18 hours smoked brisket with mac and cheese, loaded baked potato, god damn. Jason says, Ian, it all depends on your health conditions and how you feel and what you can afford. Yeah. Sawdust and lube stuffing. Simone had pizza for dinner today. Good on you, Simone. Ploughing your own furrow, not going down the traditional line of a Sunday lunch. You fancied pizza and you had pizza. Good for you. Cheat is ready-made packed meals, but convenient at times. Yeah, convenient, but well. Certain veggies are okay frozen, says Ben. I only stick to frozen corn or peas. The live stream is making me hungry again, says Emma. I can't wait for my curry. Peter P says, I've heard that ready-made curry can blow up your microwave. Well, yeah, if you were here last night, you'd have heard it here first. Jimmy F500 had roast potatoes and vegetables today, and they were gorgeous. I love Ram's Garden, says Diane. So much veg. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Andrew says, has anyone reminded Boaty about his daily duty yet? If not, Boaty, pound Sean's box. Right, nobody has, so I'll do that. And do start saying you good night. As soon as I get to the end of the comments, I'm off, darlings. I'm off. I'm hungry now. I want my curry. Oh, excuse me. This is getting a bit weighty now. Feel the weight of that. There it is. There is the pound. £1. Gone. Oh. That is starting to sound really excitingly full now. And that is exciting. You okay, mate? Yeah. Good. I love roast bud, says Simone. Oh, and Ben says, oh, I just knew I loved brown men's arses. And they loved me. Maybe that was too much info. There's no such thing as too much info here. This isn't my live stream. Have to remember that. If I wasn't comfortable with it, I wouldn't have read it out. Okay, I'll just make a note that I have a brown man's ass, but I've never. What was your wording? Yeah, I've never thought that I would love one, so I'm just gonna put a note in the not gay column there. In Cornwall, says Simone, there's a place called Brown Willie. Well, yes, this is true. Okay, I'm putting you on speaker, says Ben. I have to go and cook dinner. You can always come out later in life, Boaty, says Andrew helpfully. One of my lady cousins was married and had a kid. And her husband left them, and she turned out to be very gay. I'll bear that in mind. If I ever feel the compunction to become gay late in life, I shall feel free to do it. But as I've just invited a nice lady out to lunch, then I might hold off on that a bit and stick with being straight. I've had 53 years of being straight. It'll be 54 very soon. So you'll forgive me if I just stick with it a little bit longer, at least until I have lunch with the nice lady. I'm partial to a sausage roast, says Matron, and tries to look innocent and totally fails. Yep, says Ben, if Boaty doesn't know who Corn is, he's gay. #fact. Or not American. It would be another way to look at it. Corn, the popular beat combo, says Peter P. I did say there might be a popular beat combo. I used to prance around naked in my friend's back garden, says Matron, and that is not a euphemism. Naked in the rain, blue pearl, showing my age. Oh, bloody hell. Mustard's here, but he's here as Steve Berry shits in his 90. Evening, Mustard. Oh, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, mate. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Boaty, if you ate carrots, you might be able to see more. And I must go and hide under the table now for saying that. I do eat carrots, Jimmy F 500. I love carrots grated in a salad. I just can't eat them when they're boiled. Oh, and Steve Berry's shit in his 90 is uploading and he can't sign out. Oh, no problem, Jimmy F. No problem. Yes, says Matron. I do get briefly overexcited that Mr. Berry himself had decided to see what the Boaty legend was all about. Well, Mr. Berry himself shared some time with me at the yard, so he's probably fairly unlikely to. Although we got on great. I like Steve, and you've seen the lunch video and the other two videos as well, where we where I drove him to the Milkston Road, and he drove my car back. He's a good lad. We get on fine. I make my own garlic butter, Boaty, says Simone. Good. So you should. It's so easy to do. So easy to do. Just get your garlic, chop it up nice and fine, mix it with your butter. Boom, you've got garlic butter. Make your own garlic bread. Oh God, people are thinking it's actually Steve. It's mustard. Steve doesn't even know the sign-in details for his own channel. Mustard does everything. Steve tarts up, ponces about, does his bit, buggers off. He's got nothing to do with the channel. Mustard does all of the editing and all of the marketing and everything else. Can't believe people thought it was actually Steve. I agree, says Mustard, who is now Captain Mustard. I can cook a much better Sunday lunch than the local carvery. I believe that. I believe that. We should have a roast off one of these days. Or we should just carry on with our reviews. Our reviews are going to be great. Oh, and Emma says, I vote for a Mustard and Boaty Sunday lunch live stream cook-off. I love a Pui Fume, says Diane. Yeah, so do I. Haven't been able to afford one for a while. I'm running on fumes, so I'll say good night, says Mr. Tickle. Mark on motoring, thank you so much for popping in. I'm running on fumes too now. Oh, bless you, Diane. That's really kind. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bribery. Yep, that will work. Bribery always works. Bedtime stories. Where's my tablet, says Shaz Brown. Peter P's keeping an eye on that guest cupboard. You can get through War and Peace quicker than it's taken to get them ruddy wheel locks off. They're all off. It's all done now. And the wheels might be off. Mustard said he might do it in advance so he could get the car scrapped. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. And yeah, the locking wheel nuts have gone. We did that last Monday, people. Pocahontas 100 says, night Boaty and chat, sleep well, hit the like on the way out. Emma and Diane are going to get together over the script for our Christmas pantomime, the Hello Hello pantomime. Quick, everyone, type more comments. See how long Boaty can keep going. I'm dying here. I'm hanging out my ass. Oh, it's 17 minutes past. I was going to go at midnight on the dot. Good night, all, says Emma. See you tomorrow at 10 p.m. for Monday Night Live. Call blimey. Steve Betty, shitting me 90. Yeah, it is going to be the co-hosting thing tomorrow night. Right, that's it. I've caught up with the comments. Darlings, I can't thank you enough for today. Lunchtime tonight, I've loved it all. It's been a brilliant day. Thank you for watching the actual video as well. If you did the Saturday Saturday brunch thing, oh God, I'm just totally losing it. But seriously, thank you so much. It's been a brilliant day. Tonight's been great. Thank all of you for coming along. Numbers are great again. I'm so grateful. And I just want to wish you all a safe, peaceful, and warm night, and hopefully a good day ahead. Take bits of joy anywhere that you can from any old bit of it. Remember that tomorrow night, darlings, earlier start, 10 o'clock, and it's a joint live. It's me and Emma, and they're always good fun. Don't miss it. Join us, 10 o'clock. I'll get it up nice and early for you. Oh, I didn't mean that to sound like it sounded. Where's Chinese Madam? But yeah, and please take really good care of yourselves until I see you again. And if you're fortunate enough to have people for whom you care or who care for you, then take really good care of them too. And on that note, I'm off. I'm off. God. The candle will be relit 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Emma and Boaty's Monday Night Live. You would be mad to miss it. All the love in the world from me. Thank you all so much again. Thank you, Diane, for that super chat. Thank you, all of you, for the whole of today. It's been a great day. Can't wait for next Sunday. Much love, Pachu, and indeed, boss.